more money. More money. Alrighty, well, welcome back. Last video, we installed the wine mod, and it definitely sounds pretty good. But in order for it to whine even more, you gotta add more boost. So, what we have here is Metco 2.4 pulley. Right now I have the stock 2.7 pulley that comes on those 2.3 TBSs. So we're gonna put that on, hopefully. That should add like around maybe 3 pounds of boost, supposedly. So we got that. Came with a sticker, so that's always nice. That's not going. I don't put stickers on my car. I'll do that. Anyways, so picked up a belt as well, and I got a VMP booster pump, and all the wiring and all the goodies. So yeah. So long story short, the 11 to 12 Shelbys, they only run a single booster pump with a Y harness, which is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be this. I'm going to look at it again to make sure, but Y's off, runs to, it's weird, the 13-14s, they run 2 separate pumps, I believe. That's, yeah, I believe that's the, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know. I'm going to look more into it, but on their website, it says 11-12s run a single booster pump with Y harness. 13-14s, they run 1 booster pump on each pump. So, yeah. So that's what we got. Yeah, so we'll go out to the car. I'll show you guys what I kind of got started on. Ran into a little hiccup. I'll show you in a second. Hold on. All right. So I got the coolant reservoir pushed to the side just to kind of get more clearance to everything. I got down to the tensioner. I really need my freaking drop light to work. You can't see anything, but the tensioner is down there for supercharger pulley itself. Oh, belt, correction. And then you're up to here at this point. So now, the issue that I realized, and I'm kind of an idiot for not ordering the kit, but VMP sells a pulley, puller, and installer kit specifically for 07 to 14 GT500s. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. But I'm not trying to wait around and spend $170+ on a kit that I'm going to use probably one time, because after this blower probably won't be on there. That's down the road. But yeah, I ran into a little hiccup with it, so this is what I got up to so far as of right now. So long story short, I ran to the Advanced down the road and I picked this kit up. So now this is a crankshaft pulley and a harmonic bouncer, puller kit, whatever. So I got a little trick up my sleeve. What I'm going to do is I could use this regular jaw puller to pull the pulley off. I'm not really worried. They say you can damage the pulley pulling it off. I'm never going to use this pulley again, so I don't really care if I damage it pulling it off. It's trash anyways. So long story short, that's not the problem pulling the pulley off. It's going to be installing the pulley. So long story short, basically it works similar to this setup. This is kind of why I picked this up. Which honestly, other than using this to pull it off, I'm probably not even going to use the rest of this. But long story short, on the snout, there's threads that go in. So basically what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to put this, is this it? Yeah, this is it. So this is like, for an example, obviously this is going to be too big for this. I got another idea, but I'll just explain it. So basically, let's just say one of these threads went into the snout. And what I'm talking about is, you can't really see because it's dark, but there's threads in there. So for example, something like this would thread in, and then this other end thread into there, like so. So basically, you got it set up like this. You can see the picture in the background. I don't know where I put that. Where did I put that bearing? Anyways, all right. So yeah, so basically, so it's set up like that. So this end would thread into the snout right there. Then at that point, what you would do is obviously the pulleys, you put the pulley on and get it on until it stops. Obviously, you thread this in, and when it's threaded in, you're gonna have, in the picture you can see, there's a bearing and a nut. So long story short, bearing slot, you know, you got the nut here and you got the bearing up front towards the pulley. So when you snug this down in, what you're basically gonna do is crank the nut up, and you're eventually going to just start putting pressure from the nut to the bearing to the pulley. You crank it, you crank it, you crank it, and it pushes the pulley onto the snout. Pretty self-explanatory for the most part. The reason with the bearing, is so you don't damage. You don't want to spin just a bare nut onto the pulley. You'll destroy it. So the bearing allows you to be able to kind of spin with it, but it's still applying pressure. So if that makes sense. But yeah, so basically none of these fit. That's my issue. I tried everything in my power, everything possible, and this is the end result. And it still won't come off. Now it's kind of binded up. This is a nightmare. All right. Learn from my mistakes, people. Buy the kit. I now have to take the blower off. Head down to a local shop by me. He said it's going to cost me probably like the same price as it is to buy the kit to take it off. And I'm just going to have him, just might as well. He's already in there. I'm just going to have him throw the 2.4 pulley on because there's just no point. This sucks. This sucks big time, but yeah, like I said, if you're doing this, buy the kit. Don't waste your time doing this. This blower is not super old, but it's got miles on it, and that pulley's just not coming off, man. So, yep, I am gonna now process of taking this whole thing apart, pulling the blower off, bringing it to the shop. Yeah. Oh, what a mess. All right. Well, I dropped the blower off at a local shop. They got the tool, the whole nine. Long story short, for better explanations, so the blowers on pretty much all the Fords that came with, you know, root style blowers, the pulleys on the blowers all are press fit. So like if you look at like a Roush blower, I believe Roush, or like a Whipple VMP, they all have, you know, they're bolts that go in, bolts that hold the, you know, the pulley onto the snout of the supercharger. So yeah, with that being said, the press fit ones are, if they've been on there for long enough, which the blower I've had for, I put on the car since August, and I bought it used. So realistically from 2013, 14, it's been a while. So it did not want to come off. So I dropped it off to a local shop. They got the tools, the whole nine. I'd rather just spend the money, let him, he's got all the goodies to get it, you know, get it all off. And I dropped off the 2.4 pulley to him. I just said, yo, listen, you know, take it off, throw the 2.4 on, call it a day. So It's at the shop. Hopefully he'll finish that up tomorrow. I'll pick that up. But yeah, so not really much to do tonight other than I figured I can install the booster pump. All right, so I got everything hooked up. It's a little dirty back here, so don't mind that. But yeah, we got splices off, goes to the 1, goes to the 2. Get out of the way. There we go. And I just put some Velcro on the side right here. So it'll sit right there for now. It's good enough. Won't go anywhere. The only other thing I got to do now is just put the fuse in, and we'll be done for tonight. So if you pop this open, you look right. Don't mind this. This is for the. I could have did a better job, but this is the cheesy way of doing it. So don't judge. But this goes to the RGBs for the diode dynamics in my headlights. Eventually I'll just splice this into a separate wire, but for now I just kind of rigged it into a fuse. So anyways, so the stock 25 goes right here. So this is the 40 amp that they give you. Yeah, you basically just swap that. It's this one right there. And yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna hold on to this. Nice little spare. Close that up. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Hopefully tomorrow I can get cracking on everything else and get this thing going. Fast forward, probably like 2 days later. Yeah, so I dropped the blower off. Local shop. Shop's called Real Speed. They're in Bohemia, Long Island. Really good shop, really good Mustang shop. He had the kit to pull the pulley off. I didn't have the kit. It fought him a little bit, but he got it off. He got the 2.4 pulley on for me. So shout out to them for helping me out pretty huge with that, because I really was not trying to order the kit, wait a week, spend the same amount of money, than to just let him deal with that. So that's all done. So I put the blower back on. Elbows back on, fuel line back on. New Gates belt is on. Regular serpentine accessory drive belt is on. All the lines are hooked back up, EGR, etc. At this point now, I'm just gonna put the twin 65 on. JLT intake, plug everything back in, bolt back down the reservoir, and we're good to go. At that point, I'm going to get the laptop going. Lund sent me a revision, so I got to, I got to do the basics. Start it, let it idle, and then rev it up to a certain RPMs. Send them that. Send me another revision, or tell me to move on, and go from there. So let me finish this up, and we'll get to it. We are gonna do a little quick street data log. So I did an idle log already. I didn't record doing that because it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm gonna scrape, and we're scraping. Yeah, so long story short, squeaky brakes. Long story short, can I clear that? Oh, I can. Nice. Freaking garbage cans. I gotta move those. Anyways, yeah, so I sent an idle log to them, or a little quick rev log. They said it was spot on, it was looking good, so they want me to do a wide open throttle in third gear from 3,000 to 5,500. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. A little sketchy because I don't have the rear bumper on this car right now. So long story, goddamn brakes, man. Ceramic brakes, great for stopping. sound absolute like shit. But anyways, yeah, so I got no rear bumper on this car right now. Reason being is I actually picked up a 1314 rear bumper, so I'm doing the conversion. I gotta pick it up tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a little quick edit of that. But yeah, so like I said, I'm driving around with no rear bumper on. I put the taillights back in, but no bumper. Oh, we're coming up to it, so. Good. I'm gonna do another one just in case that one wasn't good enough. Well, 1314 rear bumper is on. So the conversion pretty much is all set. Just got to do rear valance, quad tips. Should look a whole lot better, but that's already looking way cleaner. Yeah, that's the old bumper. So that's all done. The ran into a little issue yesterday though. Decided to car's all deadlocked, all done. Revision's all good. The car's moving. So did a little third to fourth gear wide open throttle pull yesterday. I didn't get it on camera, but in between my third to fourth shift, I did this. Yeah.